Yeah, so I'm just going to be going through this whole thing, pretty much interaction by interaction, significant interaction by interaction. And I'm just going to go through what my thought process kind of was and what I think I could have done differently or better. And just for some context, this God Law, I would say he pretty much played the exact opposite of what I was going for. And this is kind of the dichotomy of Tekken 8 right now, where I was trying to play very defensive and passive, capitalizing on defensive victories into offensive momentum, and he was trying to force offensive momentum the entire time. And so by doing each of those, we each saw different risk profiles and different benefits. I think that I'm really trying to make the argument that playing defensively was the better choice as far as reward. So I think that the amount of risk that I assume is lower, the amount of reward that I get is higher. I think the amount of work that I have to do is significantly more, but I think it pays off. So let's see. So here, obviously, I'm missing a lot of punishes here, and so that's something that I have to work on. But this absolutely should have been a decent amount of damage for me and some momentum right off the bat. So we're going to just go ahead and continue. And I missed this a couple times. So here I just went for a pushback hop kick trap. He didn't bite. So here again, this is my problem. So I am doing sidestep button here. So I go for down forward 2 or down forward 1 sidestep jab. And I should have probably done sidestep wait. And if I do sidestep wait, then I get a launch punish here. And then this should have done a lot of damage. So that's going to be a big thing for a couple of these interactions. I'm thinking is I should have done sidestep wait instead of sidestep button. And obviously, he's risking his life every time. Like, he's going to risk his life a million times here, and I bite. So here, I'm trying to play on the floor here really slowly. So I don't tech right away, because, right, obviously, if I do here, if I tech, I just bite into tech traps, right? And it gets really tricky right away. So I played slow on the floor here, and I just kind of let him flail around for a second, and then get up. I know I'm -3 there, but I don't think he can do a lot of good stepping options right there. So I go for the while standing 4. So after the while standing 4, I jab. I probably should have gone for something a little better because while standing 4 is pretty plus on block, so I go or on hit. So I'm +5 here. I had a couple options. Jab isn't horrible, but down forward 1 probably would have just been better in every way, I think. So he crouch jabs out after the jab hits. Okay, so this is a great little learning moment for a lot of people, I think. It's a point that I like to. It's a point that I like to harp on a lot. So here, he's kind of going off here, and he does this while standing 4, and then I'm sidestepping here, not even in an attempt to try to make this specific move with. My intention is exclusively get my back off the wall, and just by nature of presenting movement consistently and actively, I create this big width, right? And so because I created this big width, I get this big width punish. And I laughed this already. The width punish could have been a lot bigger, but this is huge right here. So by playing defensively, I'm very far behind here. If you look at my health, I'm like way low. He's very high up there, huge lead for him. But just by nature of playing a little defensively, I create this defensive opportunity. I take it, and I get big damage here. So let's see what happens. So I do this combo, and it's kind of whatever. But it could have been a lot better, right? So I did this, and I could have gone for something like this. and that would have been better. Maybe something like this. You know, and I had the options here. So I went for like some weird side combo. I got to get better about using down forward 2-1 as a wall combo. But so here actually, this is not great from me. I use while standing 3-1 a lot, and it's not a great tool for what I try to use it for, which is my heat dash. I shouldn't have used this. He could have done something much better here. So if he were to just stand up and block, he can actually parry this. I don't know what Law's parry is. There you go. Okay. So he could have just done like this, and that would have really shifted momentum back. So I don't want to rely on stuff like this. I need to be better about using my better heat dash moves, which is really just Armor King's Demon Paw, his forward 4. But it worked out for me because he got up and tried to go into heat. And that finished out the round. But yeah, look at my life now. Look at my life there, and the playing defensively really helped. So right away here, I'm trying to whip punish here, but he's not really whipping. I don't think it was a horrible idea. Playing kind of keep out with back 3. It's punishable on block, but I'm not super upset about this. And then here, right? So this should have been a pretty big whip punish from me. Him looking this low, right? I don't know what the punish would have been there. Maybe something like this. You know, but yeah, I should have gone for something like this. And that's one of the things that you really have to be worried about with playing like this is you have to take every opportunity. That's why I said the work is harder, but the reward is better. So by not approaching here, I get a big punish here. And so I should have gotten a big punish here, right? But I did not. So I actually played it really slow here. But I should have been ready to punish that. That's the whole point of holding back, right? So because I was holding back, I should have been ready to whiff punish this. It whiffs pretty hard. I had time. I don't get it, right? So here I go for another one of those like pushback hopkick traps, and it works. So I get my payoff here. I need to optimize combos a little better. Okay, and so here. So this is minus 12. He gets his punish, right? He knows. And then he starts going plus frames, plus frames. Again, down forward 2 is hard to whip punish, but I could have tried to throw out a 1-2 or something. You know. Even that wouldn't have worked, but same idea. And even if it doesn't work, it's not a horrible idea, because what you get is something like this. If he blocks it, right? You get to sidestep after 1-2, which is nice. You know. It looks like I'm having a hard time sidestepping this, so maybe not. Yeah, so you do. Yeah, so just leaving the door open for traps like that is important. So here I get up right away, right? And I get up right away here because I stayed down last time, and so I want to see if maybe he tries to play the floor more, which he didn't. He goes for plus frames here. I just found out that's 0, so that's good to know. I'm missing important ducks here, so 1-1-2s, back 2. I looked it up, now I know. But these are the defensive opportunities that I want to create, and now I just need to learn that they're there, right? And so I made these defensive opportunities appear. So I should have gone for something like this, you know, and that would have been good to have. And this would have been perfect, right? So I should have ducked this, launched it. So here I get the down forward 1, and I'm not really picking up yet that he's crouch jabbing after stuff. And so what I need to do here is I need to go for this down forward 1, and then I'm so plus here after this down forward 1 hits. I could have gone for any number of things here, and I need to be more prepared for plus frames on poke hit, right? So jab into down forward 3, down forward 1 into down forward 3. These things would be really, really beneficial to what I'm trying to do. You see what I'm saying? And you get big damage off of this. Yeah, so you get a bunch of damage off that. So I need to be more prepared to hit him and then do a counter hit tool, right? So this one was, this now I know matchup knowledge. And that's what this is all doing, is I'm creating these opportunities for matchup knowledge to play a part in the game. And so by playing slower, I'm allowing him to throw this kind of stuff out. And so I get this kind of opportunity. Now I know that this is a thing. And so now he does this and this, and I'm going to take over here. And I should have done this. You can interrupt that with 13 frames. And so even if he does, it'll punish if he doesn't do anything. And then it'll punish if he doesn't do the second flip kick, and it'll interrupt if he does do the second flip kick. So just like throwing out 13 frames there is huge. Yeah, whatever I want to do there. So I actually go for back 1, which is 12 frames, but I actually do it really slow here, so he hits me. So that is my fault, right? This guy is totally flailing around, but it's working, and it's valid, right? It works. I didn't confirm the 1+2 there. So here on Oki, I go for giant swing. And so yeah, here already huge lead. This was just a bad option here. So going for this back 2-1, I should have just stopped, right? And so if I just stop here, he gets his punish, right? But ripping the 2 is really risky because it lets him do this, right? And so by ripping the 2, that was just a bad play. That was me reaching, and that's bad habits from me trying to play Tekken 8, right? Like I want to flail out the last hit in hopes of him screwing up, right? And you don't want to play hope Tekken. You don't want to hope that he doesn't do the right thing because they often will, especially as you get better, and they get better, right? And so a better aggressive player would have had that same defensive opportunity, and I don't want to give them that. I want him to get that punish, right? I want him to block punish this, not duck the last hit, right? And so here, even still, I need to be more quick to want to throw out these kinds of counter hit tools. And so here, I'm still throwing out this back 2-1. I really like this move. It's like this pseudo G-clef. And here, I just have such a big lead. I want him to approach. I want him to approach here because I just have such a big lead. But I screw up. I meant to do down forward 4, but I got forward 4. So me doing forward 4 here, he gets this big whip punish, which obviously an aggressive player can still do. But I wanted to see down forward 4 like that, and then I get my whip punish, right? And so that would have been the round right there. If instead of forward 4, I did down forward 4, that was a misinput, but the same deal stands. So you want to do something really quick, it whiffs really well. Maybe something like, let me try to get the timing right here. Yeah, so on that second side step right. And then that'll be the round. So he gets his whip punish, right, which really lets him turn it around. This is something that I had to learn. So this should have been the round 2. So I stay on the ground, right? And again, playing a little bit slower makes them overextend, right? They're going to overextend a little bit. So by staying on the ground here, he gets his skill pedal, and then he goes for this, right? And this is what I do, right? And so he gets that whip punish. This is just my character knowledge for Armor King. I know that when you hit them, I know when you hit somebody with the wake up kick and their back turn, you can do a 13 frame move, right? But not with Armor King. It doesn't reach. So what I should have done, now I know, is I should have gone for something like this. And that would have been the game. Back turn hitting, wake up low kick into giant swing will catch. And then if they duck, you're kind of SOL. You can do something like that. That should hit. Yeah, that'll hit. But if they don't know, you can always grab. Yeah, so just something to know. Shouldn't have done while standing 3-2 or 3-1. So I get whip punished here, or block punished here, and then now I'm kind of in a shitty spot. I throw out that back 2-1-2 again. Also not a good idea. Yeah, so here I throw out 3-4, and I go for the 3-4-1 because I wanted to steal the round. I shouldn't have done this. I should have gone for back 2-1. Even 3-4 would have been fine. I think 3-4 is safe on block, actually. Yeah, back 3-4 is safe. Yeah, so I should have gone for like 3-4 by itself, not finish the string. But going for the rest of it, he gets his punish in this round. Again, I'm not ducking these important strings. But I do know that he's going for crazy stuff on block, right? So he goes for this, and then he goes for dig jab after, right? So if instead... So I know that he was going for something crazy there, so I go for this counter hit. Here again, I let the string rip because I want to kind of Bardock auto combo, auto track my way into a wall splat. All right, so here, this I remember this being a big deal. So here, what I should have done is I should have stepped this and then waited. And then I get this punish, right? Because I stepped and pressed instead of step wait, I got hit. And so step wait is what you have to do. And so step wait would have been way better. There's something to that effect. Yeah, I could have got a number of things there. If I had just step waited instead of step press. So because I step press, I get counter hit here. So here, I don't like being face down, feet forward, even though I put myself there. Because I'm here, I don't get access to toe kick. I get the low wake up kick, which is much worse. I just decide to stand up here. And so again, yeah, I should have ducked that. And then this is just a bad slide punish. Now I know my slide punish. I'm gonna crouch cancel 4-3. Yeah, whatever else. Something like that. Even while standing 3 might have picked up better. Maybe this if I'm sharp. Yeah, something like that. But I do while sitting 4, or while sitting 1. He's ready for the dud, right? And this should just be game. It's not. And then I wasn't ready for the jab low. So like these defensive opportunities that you create by slowing down, they exist. And that's just kind of the first game that we play. And I'm really trying to lean into playing slower and allowing them to kill themselves, because they do assume a lot of risk by trying to play the aggressive Tekken 8 playstyle. And there, like you saw, there were multiple opportunities for me to outplay this guy and win. And I'm not saying that you should have to outplay your opponent to win to like that great a degree. Because like you saw, like I was really trying to outplay him at every opportunity. But what I'm trying to say is that by playing defensively, I think I would have gotten more out of that than playing offensively. I think that me playing this way creates more damage potential than playing super aggressively.